very much. First of all, I would like to thank the organizers for the great possibility to speak with you and to address to you. And the issue and the topic of this panel is extremely important, not only for future of Ukraine, but for future of the whole Europe and the whole world, I think. And when we are speaking about the security, we need to realize several things. First of them is that really Ukraine is the front line. We are the border. Samuel Huntington wrote about this like a clash of civilizations, and really this clash is happening at our territory. And now we have a war with the Russian Federation, and we feel and we understand what is to be the border. But when we are speaking about the border, we need to say the border of what? And we want to say that the border of Western civilization, and the border with whom? And with the Russian Federation, which today we can say that they are like modern barbarians. Because what they are doing in the whole world, their aim is to destabilize everything, the chaos in Syria, in Africa, in Western Europe, in Eastern Europe, everywhere where they can do it. So these are real barbarians of the modern time. So what can we say about the border? When we have the border with the barbarians, what we need to do? And there are two really aims. First of all, certainly is to strengthen the border, here and now, because we need the protection. And how we can do this, now we will discuss it. But the second aim, and I want to speak now about both of them, the second aim is to influence barbarians, to try to change them, to try to change the situation inside Russian Federation. And I think that the answer for this aim is also Ukraine. So let's speak about the first aim, to strengthen the border. Yes, we need to, today, Ukrainian army is getting stronger and stronger, and that's a good point. But still we know that Ukrainian military budget, for example, for next year will be $5 billion. And we know the budget of Russian Federation is $80 billion. So it's a huge difference, and you can understand and realize it. And it's not for 1 year, it's something which is happening for years. And Russia has the biggest army in the continental Europe, Russia has a nuclear power, and so on and so on. So, what can be done? Yes, the first answer of Ukraine is to become a NATO member. Now it is in Ukrainian constitution. We adopted the changes to Ukrainian constitution, and now it is written that Euro integration and Euro-Atlantic integration is the aim of Ukraine. It's written in our main law. But we see today that probably we will not be members of NATO tomorrow. Probably, maybe even the day after tomorrow. We certainly need to work on this issue. We need to move to NATO. And we hope that to receive your support. But even the mechanism of the full acceptance of all members of the European Union, after seeing, I don't know, Mr. Orban together with Mr. Putin, it was just 2 weeks ago, a week ago, we understand that Russia has a mechanism to stop to receiving this complete accept of all countries, member states of NATO. So we need to think we need to move to NATO, that's not discussed at all, but we need to think what to do now, because we need the protection now. Our safety is the challenge of our existence. That's the main challenge for us. The question is not how we will exist in this way or in this way, like probably for other European countries. The challenge for Ukraine, will we exist at all? And in this situation, we really need to do something now. And I think that we need to speak about the agreement with the United States, certainly. I think we need to be one of these major non-NATO allies of United States. And during the last 30 years, there are new 18 countries with this status. The last is Brazil. And I think that Ukraine should be one of them, and we need to move there. And the second thing, I think we also can move and to speak with our friends from the United Kingdom, from Canada, and especially from Poland and Baltic countries, to have a defense agreement with these countries, bilateral, and better even. I hope, my hope and my dream is to see the Baltic Black Sea Union of Baltic countries, Poland, Ukraine, all these countries which are really very much involved with, who are on the border with the Russian Federation. It's also Scandinavian countries, and this unit can be very strong. It can be the core of Eastern Europe. And this is the idea, not modern one. 100 years ago, it was discussed between Poland, which was re-establishing their state and independence, and Ukraine and Baltic countries. And it was discussed by Pilsudski, it was discussed by other people of those times. I think today it's absolutely crucial, and we can, like European conservatives and reformists, I say we because I'm a member of the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe, I'm a member of the European Conservative Group, and I think we can be those who are leading this process, because our countries are really, really very much needed. And shortly about our second aim. Second aim is to change the Russian Federation. We cannot do it today by influencing inside, because Russia did everything to stop it. I mean, Putin did everything to stop any international activity, NGOs, foundations, media. Maybe you've heard about the news story about Russian sovereign internet. They're making Russian sovereign internet, which they can any moment to disrupt its connection with the whole world. So we don't have a possibility really to work inside Russia, but we have a great possibility to work inside Ukraine. And the successful Ukraine will be the best way to change the Russian Federation. Because when citizens of Russian Federation, they are watching at Germany or the United Kingdom, they can say, even in Russian Federation there is a proverb, what is good for German is bad for Russian. And that's the story. They can say that's another people, that's Europeans, they are far from us. But when they will see that this Western model works in Ukraine, which is absolutely very close to mentally, historically, to Russian people, that will say to them, stop, we don't need to be the victim of the corrupted regime like a Putin regime. We don't need to be a victim of it. We can have another future and another life. And that's very crucial. And if we are looking at the first aim and the second aim, which are crucial for Ukraine as well as Europeans, I think we see that the answer is the strengthening of our country, both military and economically. So we are eager to do this. I'm sure that we can do it together. And I want to ask you to be active in this and to help us to do this for both our, because it's very important for both of us. Thank you very much.